Hello everyone! Let's take on the second half of Clash of Demonhead in its original Famicom form, Dengeki Big Bang. I'll be working through the various points of dialogue throughout the game and translating it into English using my typical format of transcribing the original Kana characters showing hiragana in white, katakana in green. Once again, this game doesn't use kanji characters as it's a typical older 8-bit game and they just didn't have the capacity for that. So as we've been running through, there are several names and references that were excluded from the North American version, so I'll try to reference them when I see them. Including some cute little fourth wall references to the fact that this should be a Famicom game, which I thought were pretty funny, but we don't necessarily see that in the traditional version. So we just recovering from finding our good friend Joe in a crumpled ruin at the bottom of the cliff, but he did reveal what the purpose of these medals we've been running around collecting are, and that we need them to disable the big bomb, Dead End. So now that we've got about half the medals, we'll just continue working our way through and see what other little twists and turns this game is going to throw at us as we move on. So right now, we're just making our way again, exploring the foot of Demonhead Mountain. Checking out all these little routes and paths on the way. And of course, they're littered with all kinds of crazy contraptions and enemies. To the map. We're here with another little dead-end path that we can follow. So I always follow those dead-end paths first because they tend to lead to something. What's down here? Let's find out. These little circle guys are super annoying. They either get hit immediately, or they don't get hit no matter what I do, and they just chase me around. These bullets are pretty easy to get. And so is that when you hit it with your head. Everything in this game explodes. Fill up a little bit of my health. Call the shop down. Get some more food. Keep those shop calls replenished. Seems like this little tower is the end of the road here. We knew it was a dead end. Ah, and we can go inside up top. Wonder if there's another governor in here. Ooh. Little bears. Ooh, and Mary. Remember we got that little letter telling us she'd been kidnapped. Doesn't sound like the Mary I know demanding that we surrender. She should be fighting. She should be screaming. She should be begging me to kill those pandas and ignore her fate. Ooh, but she's gonna shoot me. Not what I want. So I'm gonna shoot her back. Oh my god, you killed your girlfriend! Nah. Single glance says a fake. Uh-oh. They failed in their ploy. So if there's 2 governors, do I get 2 medals? That's cool. Just gotta beat them up. No medal. Because we're not trusted. Oh, well. Pump them for some information instead. How do I get to that desert? Route 15. It's a popular place. Alright, let's take these guys out. My understanding is it doesn't really get me anything to fight them. It's just sort of a optional boss, but let's see what I can do. Ooh. It's a weird way to do battle. I'm just going to throw a bunch of heads at you. Not sure if I'm actually hurting this dude or not. Yeah, this is getting dicey. Oh, he got me. So when you die and you want to counterattack, it sends you back to the beginning of the route. Since I happen to know that there is absolutely no value, nothing gained by taking those guys out, I'll just leave them be. We already know they're on the outs. And now I've confirmed they do not have my girlfriend, so no need. Just carry on. Make my way through this wacky little scene. I don't know why they build these little floaty platforms instead of just a bridge or something. It feels like those gotta be more expensive. And more dangerous. Clearly do not have a health and safety department in this area near Demonhead. There we go. The base of the mountain. Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I go left? Do I go right? Let's take a look at this little connector here. Ooh, look at that. Got beaten again. He wants me to find the God-Eye Jewel down at the bottom of the lava. Apparently, that got Bang's attention. Everybody wants me to go to Route 15. But let's see what's down here. Apparently lava. Maybe it's not so smart to just fall, but found the convenient little ledge. Good time to use a super suit so I can swim in this craziness. And look at that! Ooh! And that jewel even came with a little boost to my health. So I now have 8 bars instead of my measly 4 that I started with. So we got 1 set from finding the hermit, 1 set from the jewel, put that super suit back, don't need to waste it, and let's carry on. Alright, back to this old crossroads here. So we've got to get to Route 15. It's a little bit of a hike. Good opportunity to deal with yet another governor, though. See if I can score a heart or 2. Oh, weird little mushroom ladies dancing away and throwing stuff at me. Now we have the big guy. Gonna interrogate him just a little more. I want confirmation. What do those medals do? Oh. How mean. So he's the one who threw my friend down? Everybody seems to keep claiming to have done that. So, I guess the game assumed I would deal with this guy before finding Joe, but oh well. So there's a little bit of a trick to this guy. I can shoot him all I want. It looks like he's taking damage even, but it's actually this hat that I have to take out. So I need to shoot at it as much as I can when it's coming after me. And there we go. See, you just can't live without the hat. Medal number 4. I do enjoy that health refill that I get when I do that. And that was a cheap shot. Alright, keep on keeping on, let's go. Everybody's telling me Route 15 is where it's at. With those annoying pylons that you can't really jump between. You have to keep falling in the water over and over again. Not fun. That guy sucks. Alright. See that little island over there? That's where I'm going to be heading. It's the place where everything happens. It's where I'm supposed to take the jewel. It's where apparently the entrance to that desert is for some reason. Everything we need for that golden afternoon. Yes, that was a sly little Alice in Wonderland reference for anyone who is old enough to remember. Yeah, gotta get them all. Okay. Route 15. See if this revisit is worth it. Never sure in these scenes why we have that sort of gray sidebar that goes up. Doesn't really look that way on the screen, but I guess they must have a little bit of extra imagery beyond what we see on the TV screen. But with the wider screen presentation here, it's there visible. Down the well we go. Falling, falling, falling. Not really sure why all these guys were also falling, but I didn't see them go down the well. Where they're coming from, I don't know. Oh, and he's back. Cool. Still no sign of Pitan or of Road to the Desert, but let's keep exploring. This tantalizing little up area here. And a little bit of everything at us this time. Might be the biggest stage in the game. And speak of the devil, here's our little buddy Pitan, telling me to use the God Eye on the door, which I suppose is this thing. Let's try it out. Here it is in my inventory. Boom! Guess that was the right thing to do. Oh, this guy doesn't look friendly. Uh-oh. I feel like maybe I wasn't supposed to open that door after all. Dan is an agent of this demon? Uh-oh. Oh, wow, he tried to possess me. That's why my head hurt so much that one time. With no apparent explanation. And instant death. The second one of those things touched me. Seemed unfair. Game over. Alright, counterattack it is. So this is one place in the game where you have to die. There isn't really any way to avoid that. Well, that demon's invulnerable, one-shot kill. So apparently I'm not to mess with him right now. But he's not here. Seems to have flown the coop. Heading off to this Devil's Tower to find his companions, whatever that means. So let's refocus my energy on finding this entrance to the desert. See if I can find Tom Gaikot, or Jesus's base. It seems I'm supposed to. I don't know why I didn't just kill all these things the first time around. Down into the hole. Climbing up out of the well. There's this suspicious water down here. Feels like this might be going somewhere. And another door. Sure this is nothing. Let's check it out anyway. Yep, definitely the longest stage ever. Such a good shot. Not a single bullet wasted. Okay. This does look deserty. Maybe this is it. Kind of deserty and military. Not sure if that's barbed wire on the ground or some kind of dead grass. But here I am up on the desert corner with 3 different routes to play with. Let's check out this first one, see if there's anything interesting here. A lot of these dudes. We have what looks like a governor house. Oh, not what I was expecting. Tom Guycott or Jesus seems to have been wiped out by somebody who's not me. A monster suddenly showed up and took the medal. Oh dear. I wonder what monster that is. I guess the demon must have decided this is a place to go. Maybe this is where Devil's Tower is. Could happen. Either way, no medal here, so time to move on. Leave poor Tom Guycott / Jesus to his fate. Let's see what's over in this direction. Fisha! Hi, hen. It's terrible. Oh. Not Fascia, Letitia. Why not? Why shouldn't there be more than one fairy? All fairies look alike to me. And apparently it's back to the hermit. Alright, so I'm just doing a little bit of grinding here because my guts were not quite high enough to have the teleport ability. And I really don't want to walk all the way back to the hermit's place. Picking up those little apples and making my way. There we go. 200. Now we have Katobi. And that means the jump technique. So now any of these nodes that I've been to before, I can just warp there for the cost of a few guts. Very convenient. I'm slightly not remembering if the hermit was here or down there, but either way, it's pretty close, somewhere around here. In we go. This was not the right one. But that means it'll be the next one, so I'll just not waste the guts and I'll head over. Right, this was where that first little message came. Oh, this is super annoying. Walk across here. These guys are being unusually obliging until that happened. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. There we are. This statue slash door at the bottom of the waterfall. The reason that waterfall reminds me a lot of Super Mario 2. You get to World 3, you have to fall way down the waterfall to find that little cave where the warp zone is. Little happy refill heart. Much easier than buying a bunch of those little foods. No more rowdy this time. And another well-written exposition. The demon is loose. So then he's going to start telling me to get the magic stone, but we already got it. So Bang's response is a little more forthright in the North American version. Here, he's got a more downtrodden attitude, upset that he let the demon out. The hermit, I guess, intuits that means he's already got the God Eye, or magic stone in our release. He's sending us off again to Route 40, this time for the Sword of Apollo. I guess the God Eye at least does more than one thing. So, let's teleport again, and make our way just a little bit further along to where Route 40 is. All those high number routes are kind of getting up into the mountain itself. Let's see how far up I've been here. This is about it. So I gotta make my way up Route 37 to get into the mountain area itself. It's another one of these waterfalls. This time I think I need to go up though, because we're starting to climb the mountain. Well, it's a little bit mean. I don't know if there's much of anything I could have done to avoid that. More swimming, it seems. Looked like such a short route on the map. These, I think, are new. Oh, underwater Metroids. Back. And I do like the fact that this game lets you sort of save those items, you can put them back in your inventory and still have however much left. It's not an all or nothing. Here we go, Route 40, just as requested. Looks a lot like the Route 5 area. Got a little well here. And this would be the giant statue, I'm assuming. So it is. I'm counting on you. Don't let me down. There we go. Just gotta one more time. And the head's gone, the sword is mine, and I once again have added to my health bar. I think this is about the max now? But this is the key to defeating the demon. Don't have a ton of air left, so let's just not worry about that gold there. But as a treasure hunter, I can't resist. Alright, now we're really getting to the mountain. Which way should I go? Alright, here we go. There's another little house I can go in. Although this one is apparently required. I don't get many of these internal scenes for levels. So, a little bit different. First it looked like it was one of those governor places. Ah, here we go. So you've shown yourself, boss. In our version, he just declared that he was the boss, and Bopper, or Bappaman, says, "No, it's not me, I'm not the boss, but headquarters is up above your head." Or here, he's saying that it's not. It's up on Demonhead. So now Bang is all like, "Whoa, it's up on top of the mountain?" And now Mr. Bopper, or Bappaman, is like, "Oh no, I let it slip. I guess I'll have to kill you here. On guard." And basically he just does this little pattern where he comes at me shooting these fireballs, and I just gotta shoot him as many times as I can. So let's take him out. Oh, the little fireballs track me even better. Let's try something a little more reaching, I guess, since I'm having trouble hitting him with my normal gun. It's not giving me much indication that he's getting hurt, but apparently he was, because that's it. He has flown the coop. Which is a bit of a bummer, because that means I did not get my final medal. And I wanted it. Alright, here we go. There's the route to the top of Demonhead, but I don't have the final medal, and I believe... Well, actually, I think I'm missing 2 medals, because there's the one the demon stole as well. So I better take care of that. So let's go and visit the Devil's Tower. I go there in the desert, and I keep passing it. There we go. $39. Okay, we found it. Where is the entrance after all? I can't imagine where it might be. Doesn't seem like much is going on up here. But there is that suspicious looking place up top that's got a little bit of a difference. Alright, so I did not succeed the first time, and you can tell by my health bar that suddenly I'm full. A little heart as you're entering the mountain. You can use that as many times as you want, just go up and down. But rather than make you watch me die 50 times, I just fast forwarded to the grand victory. So first thing you have to do, equip the Apollo Sword. Because if you don't, those little things are instant death just like they were the first time. Now I just gotta shoot this eye with my sword as many times as I can while avoiding all these ice blobs. If you're not sort of spazzing out, this is actually a fairly straightforward battle, and he's done. The mighty demon is no more. And the medal he stole is now in my possession, and I am fully equipped. So let's escape. Ooh, what are these things? Tamago are demons. Akuma. Yikes. That is a Taihan. Let's wipe them out. We don't need any more little demons running about. Guess this is what he meant by finding friends. Alright. Now we're back into the little ice cave. Alright, now I have an ice wall. 2 ways to climb it. Super suit or jetpack. The super suit doesn't use up any power as you're climbing with it. It only kind of uses power when it's in water. Things like that, so nice freebie. Now, this certainly looks a lot like the Gold Casino. But it's not. It's just a very... yeah. Alright. Pretty much explored everywhere. This is the Demonhead Mountain itself. Kind of convenient that it brought me right here. Not much to do, but make my way through. Oh no, down we go. Into the subterranean layers again. And sometimes these things just get hit immediately, and other times they're like, nope, you're not gonna hit me no matter what you do. Alright. Let's get serious. Climb, climb, climb. Man, there's a lot of these things. They're magnetically drawn to me, which is super fun. Not really. This feels that way. Easy way to climb, just over on the side here. It's a cheap shot. There's a lot going on here. Ooh-wee. Taking a little bit more damage than I would prefer. Here's the way out. The other way. A little bit more climbing to do. This is Demonhead Mountain after all. Alright, just grab a password just in case. Would certainly not like a power out or something to end my progress right at this point. Because remember, I am playing this on a very old-fashioned Famicom system. I'm not doing it on any sort of emulator. Well, apparently I made it to the top. And with incredulity, I am not seeing the headquarters here. So, where in the world could it be? These nice moving clouds. See what's up. Oh, it's a floating headquarters. Okay, ooh. Mr. Bappleman is back. Put that jetpack away. And I'm prepared. Don't you run away this time. I need your medal. Well, that's why I plan to wipe you out. It's kind of convenient that he's just hittable from right there. That's that. My medal collection is complete, so I can move on. Alright. What sort of diabolical traps are there in here? It's the professor! Now that we found Professor Plum, he's letting me know he's made the bomb already and advising me to use a micro recorder, get a password, and seeing if I've got the medals. So I've got them all. Tell me the combination. Oh, sure. Just come a little closer. Hurry, do it. And boom. He tries to take me out with an explosion. That was not very friendly. And now, we've got the boss. Mad Dazer. He is the boss. And apparently,
He feels like I've done better than he expected. How could you plant a bomb on the professor? That was so mean. I do whatever I want. Now let's go. That's a pretty easy one to take out. A little harder to hit this one, because I don't have a convenient ladder. Can't quite reach it with my normal gun. So time to pull out the big shot. Such a kickback, it even sends me flying backwards. But that was enough. Now I just need to get this middle thing done. At this point, I might as well use another of these. Alright. Boom. Oh. And there we go. Mad D's are the big boss. He's lost. Is your name Genki, perhaps? Maybe we should switch places. So I don't fully get the joke here. What? He lived in Gunari? So apparently somebody named Genki and Gunari and all that, so none of that was in our version. He never wanted to become an old man. We're getting sort of some of this weird explication. In our version, it was just like, I'm done. Where's the bomb? You'll never see me again. But we get that little bit of extra in this version. And again, don't really know what that one meant. Genki's also like, are you well? But I guess it's a name too. So let's see if we can find this bomb. Now that we've completed the boss battle. Up on the roof of the base. Ooh, who's this guy? Now we've gone from fairies to aliens. The Ares aliens, which didn't get that name in ours, but the Apollo Sword, the Ares aliens, I guess we got a thing. But apparently they're unhappy with the fact they created humans, and humans suck. They're destroying the world. So Bang seems to intuit that means that they have been the ones orchestrating this whole plot in the first place, why these lawbreakers would want to blow up the world. Maybe they're mind controlling or something, I don't know. But Mad D's are the big boss. Was working for these guys. Well, Bang is not having it. He's gonna stop that bomb and he's gonna save the Earth. So all this text was shortened a little bit in our version, but pretty much the same gist. Alien has decided to back off. And let's go see what we can find. More crawling, as is my favorite. Like that they sort of throw these token guys in there. Ooh, what's this, an elevator? Oh, this is the bomb, okay. I made it! So happy. Alright, so now we've got to put these in the right combo. Sort of a little puzzle. As I select them, it will tell me which ones are right, which ones are wrong. And then I'll have just a fewer number of them to sort, but I gotta do it before this clock runs out. 0 correct that time. Alright, got 2 that time. So let's try a different combo. Got 1 more. Ooh, there we go. Nailed it. So it's a random combination, it changes each time. But that's it, he stopped the bomb. And now the alien's voice is coming back. Apparently they're not going to return to Earth. It's up to us to revive it, and they're counting on us. It's actually a little friendlier than the message we got in our version. And then Bang responds that, yeah, we're not afraid. We'll make it happen. Although I'm not sure if the alien is an enemy or a friend. He was just like, Roger Wilco, I got it. In our version. That's it. Now the Hermit's back. He's moving again. And now that the demon's been sealed, can I become his student? We should make a Famicom game about this. That would be fun. So obviously none of that made it into our localization. Well, too bad. He didn't get to fight the demon. But peace is good, right? The Famicom game will come later. Let's go see your companions. So, that was stripped down pretty heavily on ours, and now we're back to the ledge. Here's Mary and the captain. The enemy is destroyed. Oh, good, the professor did escape. Apparently that was another fake, so we no longer have to mourn for that guy. Never thought this would succeed. Well, thanks for that confidence, but I'm glad it did. This makes a little more sense, because in our version, Mary suddenly discovered Bang was there and come running. This one, at least it sounds a little more like it fit into the regular conversation, so I guess that translation wasn't awesome. This was a great experience. Sure. Yeah, we must never destroy the Earth by misguided scientific progress, because knowing is half the battle. Love and peace. Oh, that's so good. And then we have the little PS. We completely forgot about Cho, which I'm not sure if that's Joe, and they just didn't translate him the same way. The poor guy at the bottom of the cliff. So here we have some cute credits, also stripped out of our version. The game designers, Outsider, Hal. The Gas Tank, Yamaguchi. Linda. Apparently Linda was a band that was popular at the time in Japan. And then we've got the illustration collection guy. Gakcho XJ, because we like things like that, and so on. So that was cute. But that's it. That's Clash of Demonhead in the original Famicom form. So as always, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see any other videos. Let me know. I'm always open to different game ideas, and I'll keep working on other ones in the future. But this is a fun way, in my opinion, to learn how to read Japanese. So hopefully you're enjoying doing that with me. Until next time.